Hi everyone, welcome to Gita School online classes. I will do it. This is a biographical sketch. Or it is a short life story of a great son of India written by Sudha Murthy.
She became the first woman engineer to be selected in telco. She was the angel investor behind one of India's largest entrepreneurial success story of Infosys. Best known for her philanthropic work, she is the chairperson of the Infosys Foundation. She is India's biggest selling woman author. She is the one and only Padma Shri Dr. Sudha Murthy.
Now, he was short but sharp. He could have gone unnoticed in a crowd. That means he did not have any distinguished or special features like he wasn't tall, he wasn't muscular, or he wasn't even handsome. But he was the brightest boy in his class. He was so bright that even his seniors used to approach him to solve the questions in mathematics and science. He was very fast in mathematics and science that whenever anybody approached him with a difficult question, there was always a spark in his eyes, or there was a sudden force or a keen interest to solve the problem, and he would solve it very easily with a smile. He could understand the theories of science faster than the speed of light. He was from a poor family but educated. His father was a high school teacher. He was very interested in English literature. And like any bright boy, he was interested to join in an engineering college. And he was among the brightest, so he wanted the best, that he wished to join in IIT.
They said to wait for the right time, and I think tonight might just be right. I know you want to do it too, so bring your courage, there's no rules. Don't be scared.
The Indian Institute of Technology. For this, he applied along with his friends, and see, he was poor, so he did not have money to join in a coaching center or to have some expensive books. So they had a group study. He was the leader of the group. They used to gather near Chamundi Hills in a temple, and they would sit and solve different problems in mathematics and physics. He used to sit under the trees and have a dream about his stay and study in IIT. And the D-Day came. D-Day. An important day. Here the D-Day means the day of his IIT entrance examination. And for this, he went to Bangalore and stayed with some of his relatives. He attended the exam and done well, but he would only say, okay. That was his nature. He was never interested in self-boasting. But when it came to the appreciation of others, he would always appreciate others. If somebody has done something okay, he would say good. If it was good, he would say excellent. But he never appreciated himself. And then the result came. He passed with a high rank. He was really excited. He went to his father and informed that he had passed the IIT entrance test with a high rank. And he also informed him that he would like to join in IIT Madras for his further studies. But the condition of his family was not so good, especially the financial condition. That his father was only a high school teacher, a salaried person. And apart from him, he had 5 daughters and 3 sons. And he had to take care of all expenses. So he could not afford the expenses to send him to IIT Madras. So he rejected and he told him to stay back in Mysore and study as much as he could. The boy was really disappointed. His fondest dreams burned into ashes. But he was an introvert. He was just silent. Though his heart was bleeding, he did not say anything. That was his nature. He decided to stay back in Mysore and continue his studies. The day came when his friends were leaving to Madras. He also went to the railway station to say goodbye to them because he had spent several good years with them in school and college. And they all were really excited and discussing their new hostel course and studies. But he stood there silently. Some of them were even sympathetic towards him, but he was not jealous. He was just comfortable whatever he was. Then the train moved. They all were waving their hands and bid goodbye. He stood there, and it was the year 1962, the month of June. And it is the time when the monsoon began in the city of Mysore. And it started drizzling. Though the train went away, he stood there motionless. And that was the time or the moment when he had taken the most important decision of his life. He thought, of course, IIT is an esteemed institution, and the people who study in IIT, they become wonderful personalities in life. But that doesn't mean that only the people in IIT become successful in life. There are several other people who had come from several other institutions had become successful in life. Or he was indirectly coming to the philosophy of Bhagavad Gita that you yourself is your best friend and your worst enemy. He decided to stay back in Mysore. Thereafter, he studied well. He could establish his own organization, and he proved to the other Indians that even the son of a poor school teacher can become famous and wealthy through ethical means. His motto was powered by intellect and driven by values. So, in order to expand his business or to be wealthy, he never used any unethical means or any corrupted means like having the support of any political leaders or any religious groups. No, he always believed that intellect or intelligence is the power. Like this, he has become one of the pioneers or the beginners of IT industry in India. He is a great philanthropist, means a person who spent money and time to help others, and is none other than Nagavara Ramarao Narayan Murthy.
Exactly. I think that is where, I am a great fan and admirer of Mahatma Gandhi, whose greatest virtue was leadership by example. He, whatever values he wanted his colleagues to follow, he first demonstrated those values in action himself. And then automatically other people would follow them. If I want people to come to the office on time, if I came to the office on time, then I don't need to tell anybody. Everybody will be watching a leader. All the eyes will be on the leader. Similarly, if I want people to be honest, I don't have to tell them to be honest. I have to be honest. So therefore, leadership by example or value demonstration by example is the best way that you can communicate values in a very profound way.